Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. Now today I'm going to do something a little bit different in that I'm going to take a look inside my little box of leftovers. Now these are some of the leftovers I have from the ration reviews I've been doing, and I wondered if there's something in there which I could make a meal from. So let's have a look in the box and see what I have inside. So I have here my rather large box of leftovers. It is actually an old US MRE case, but now doubles up as my leftovers box. So what have I got in here? Off the top I have a large bag of accessories, TP, matches, spoons, and the usual sort of non-edible items that you find in rations. Wet wipes, toothpaste there from the Spanish, water sterilising tablets. So a nice pack of non-edibles. They're no good to me today. But what I am looking for is anything that might be useful to make a meal with. I have coffees, beverage based powders, biscuits, I think that is from the Singapore ration, chocolate biscuits, salt biscuits, cheese oat biscuits ORP, they might be worth putting to one side, sticky toffee pudding, pork sausage and beans in tomato sauce, ORP sausage and beans. That might be useful, should take that to one side. Is there anything else in here? Cereal bars, peanuts, sugar, salty biscuits. Okay, I think I should have those. Now, I've also noticed there's a few sweet items in here. Sticky toffee puddings, applesauce, blueberry turnovers, vegetable crackers. So, fruit explosion. There is the makings of some sort of pudding, but today I think I'm going to make myself a mains, put those back, and that's another day's adventures. Move this off to one side. So I've pulled out pork sausage and beans in tomato sauce, some cheese oat biscuits, and some Portuguese salty biscuits. So I'm going to take those into the kitchen, add a few extra ingredients out of my kitchen, and see if I can come up with a meal for me and Sue. Meal for two. Welcome into my kitchen, and here on the top I have the items taken from my leftovers box. I have the British ORP pork sausage and beans in tomato sauce. I also have the British Beyond the Beaten Track ORP cheese oat biscuits. I have some Portuguese salty biscuits. I have a little bottle of Tabasco and a selection of salt and peppers from various rations. So that's the ingredients I'm going to use from my rations leftovers. Let's see what I found in my kitchen that I'm going to add to this to make a meal. Okay, and from my kitchen cupboards and kitchen stocks I've pulled out some pasta, a bell pepper, an onion, some mixed herbs, a pack of pre-grated mozzarella and red Leicester cheese, and something a little bit unusual, some frozen tomatoes. Now, I have a glut of tomatoes. I grow tomatoes, and at the end of the season there's always a load left, so I just drop them into the freezer whole, and when I want to make a pasta sauce, a pasta style sauce, they come out and they go into that. So, frozen tomatoes. Okay, now before we can use the frozen tomatoes, we need a little bit of preparation, and all that is basically to remove the skins. And the easiest way of doing that is just to cover them with boiling water. Just hope the steam isn't doing the lens there. And you just give those a few minutes in the hot water. And what will happen is the skins will start to separate from the actual fruits. Okay, as you can see, it's already starting to happen. I'm peeling that one as we go. So that one should be plenty. I'll just empty the water away. And now the messy fun begins. You should just literally be able to just get hold of the skin and just peel it off like so, and just go around all of the tomatoes. A knife to slit the skin is sometimes helpful. I'm dropping the skin into a bowl off the side there, which you can't see. Just split the skin and they just peel straight off, nice and easy. Let's basically just go around all the tomatoes and remove all the skins. A little bit messy, but well worth the job, well worth the effort. Some just want to come straight off, and there's another one. Skins just peel away. Okay, so the majority of those skins are off. All that needs now is they just need chopping and putting to one side to wait use. So before I start the main dish, I'm going to prepare the side dish, which I'm going to have with it, and I thought I'll have some biscuits with melted cheese. So I have here some salty biscuits from the Portuguese Ration, and some cheese oat biscuits from the British ORP, and also a bag of grated mozzarella and red cheddar, not red Leicester. So we shall open these biscuits up. And I'm just going to snap them very coarsely, put them into an oven-proof dish, and I'll do the same with the oaty cheese biscuits. Just break them loosely and mix them all up, and in there I'm going to mix a load of grated cheese, and this is going to form the side dish. Get the cheese between all the layers there. Okay. And what I'll do, about 10 minutes before the main meal, 15 minutes before the main meal is cooked, I shall put that into the oven, melt all the cheese, make it nice and crispy. What I have here now, I have a little olive oil which I'm warming in the bottom of the pan, and I have a pot of hot water ready to boil some pasta. So I've done a little bit of preparation to save time, and I have here the onion and yellow pepper. So first off, I'm going to put in the onion. We do like onions, a lot of onion there, but I do like onion. And we'll just give those a little bit of a stir. Just a mix around, and I'm just going to partially put the lid on, and I'm going to leave those a few minutes just to start to slightly soften. Okay, so those onions have sweated and started to slightly soften. So in there now I'm just going to add the pepper, the yellow bell pepper. I'll give those a good stir, good mix, and again just give those a couple of minutes just to start to soften. So I'll just put the lid on briefly, and I'll come back in a couple of moments. So they've just had 1 or 2 minutes just to start to soften. They're still reasonably firm, they've not gone too far as yet. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add the chopped up but still relatively frozen skinned tomatoes. Now they will quickly defrost and quickly go down to a tomato base. So in there now is just onions, pepper and fresh tomatoes. I'm also going to start adding some of the Ration salt and pepper. So we'll add a pack of the salt and a pack of the pepper, and there wasn't very much there, so I'm going to add 2 packs of the salt and pepper. There's the salt and black pepper, and I'm also going to add a good teaspoon of the mixed herbs. So about that much. As you can see already, those tomatoes are melting down. They've already defrosted now just from the heat. So we just need to recover that slightly, let those reduce, and we'll come back in about 5 minutes. About 5 minutes have passed and this has been simmering, and as you can see it's coming to a nice tomato based soup sauce. And I think what I'll do now is I shall put the cheese and the biscuits into the oven. I'll just recover this for now, and in they go. I'll give those just a couple of moments, and then I'll start to put the pasta into the hot water. I think it's now time to add the pasta, and I have here just 2 cups of pasta twists, and I'm just going to add that straight to the boiling water. Give it a little stir, and replace the lid, and I think it might also be time to possibly add the pork sausage and beans in tomato sauce. Let's see how we're doing. Now I've got a nice tomato sauce going on there, and I think what we'll do is we'll add the sausages and beans straight in. So, baked beans and sausages, and we should just add those straight in to my pasta sauce. I don't know if you can see there was little sausages and beans. And I think it might also be time to add the Tabasco sauce. Give it a little bit of oomph. Stir that in. And I think I'll turn the sauce off there, and I'll come back when the pasta is cooked. Okay, a couple more minutes have now passed, and the beans and sausages have thickened the sauce to a nice thick consistency. So I think I shall turn that off now. And the pasta, that's at the al dente, just cooked stage. So just pop a pasta spoon. It is just cooked. So let's go and get this drained. Okay, so as you can see, I've now drained the pasta, and I was thinking what is probably the best way of doing this, either serve the pasta on the plate and the sauce on top, but then I thought no, what I should do is I shall mix the two in the pan. So we now have a thick sauce, and I think I'm just going to pour it, complete with the sausages, straight in to the pasta. Let's give this a good stir through. Certainly a hearty meal for two. And I think that's ready to serve. The sausage and beans and pasta. As you can see, there is some little sausages there, and the pasta with the vegetables. Some of the tomatoes. And of course, not forgetting the sausages. If I can find some, they're all broken up a little. And of course, all pasta has to be topped off with some of the grated cheese. With the grated cheese on top. And last but not least, let's not forget cheesy biscuits. So let's get a fork and see how we've done. Now, there is the sausage with cheese. Let's start off with a piece of the sausage with the cheese. Wow. It's very good. The flavour of the tomato has gone through. There is herbs in there, some of the spices. Try a little bit of the pasta now. Wow. That is exceptionally good. Tomato, bean, pasta sauce. There is just the right amount of salt and pepper from those ration packed peppers. The Tabasco has given it a gentle, delicate background kick. The sausages are very soft. They're typical fairground hot dog style sausages you get in the tin. But I've really absorbed the flavours. So a little bit of the cheesy biscuit. Wow. Crispy, tasty. Just adds another dimension. Cheese, biscuits, pasta. What isn't there to like? Certainly going to load our plates and enjoy this meal tonight. Sue will be joining me later. As soon as I finish filming, she's hovering around in the background. Can't wait to tuck in. What a lovely meal from ration, leftovers and a few items out of the kitchen. So I'm going to leave it here. Cheesy biscuit, you can't leave that. Now I can't speak. Success number one. I think I should be doing a few more items using some of my leftover rations, but if this is an indicator of how they're going to turn out, I'm looking forward to those already. So thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification button for future videos coming very soon. So thank you and goodbye.